Well, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, or whatever your current life situation is. Hello, YouTube. This is Jeffrey Kite, back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities. Finally got some TTMs in the mail today. Got one, got two. One out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and one, he put my return address up here at the top. I'm going to keep that a little private if I can. And this is from Metro Atlanta, right down the road here. So, gonna be exciting to see who we got in the mail. And folks, let me tell you the reason why you need to prep your cards. Because of that right there. Look at that, all that water damage on that envelope. I'm hoping that black stain right there ain't from the black Sharpie ink off of some of these cards in here. But if they are, I can't stop it. It is what it is, but hopefully it'll be okay. See all that water damage on that? Another big old stain right there. So we will see. We will see what holds in these envelopes. So let's go ahead and dig on in. Sent a bunch out over Christmas break. A lot of good ones. Been watching y'all's videos and getting some ideas. And I'm back watching y'all's videos now. I've had to take a break from watching and commenting on y'all's videos because I just had a lot going on. First week back from the Christmas break in school, and them kids have been wild this week. So I'm getting my energy back and getting my time back here. Let's dig in and see what we got. Who's this? Oh yes. Here we go. Nice. This is College Football Hall of Famer Steve Keiner. Steve played for the University of Tennessee. He was an All-American in 68, I think it was. Yeah, 68 and 69. Great ball player. Tennessee was SEC champion and a national champion those years. Let's see, in 68, I think it was. I don't know if it talks about it on the back of this card. I think in 68, one of the polls chose them as national champions, and they claimed it. So, very good return. It looks like he sent a note on with it here. Oh, he signed the extra one that I told him he could keep. Very nice, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with that extra. That's going to go in the auction for our kids at church for their mission trip auction. So I'm going to put that one in the auction there. Very nice guy. Great return. Let's see what he says here. Prosperity Home Mortgage. Jeffrey, thanks for the extra card. I'm sending you 2 of them. Go Vols, Steve Keiner. Wait a second. Okay, I did. I sent him 3. He signed 2, and he kept 1. I always do that just for those guys. You know, I put my letter to him, especially if they're duplicates. Just tell them, hey, if you collect things from your career, hey, you know, here's an extra one for you to keep, or 2 extras to keep, and, you know, just enjoy them. You know, they pass them down to their grandkids, or they put them in their scrapbooks. And a lot of guys don't have their college cards because they're kind of hard to find. But Steve, he kept 1 and sent 2 of them back. And I'll let this nice note. Very great return. Wonderful return from Mr. Steve Keiner. Very nice. Very nice there. All right. Let's see who we got here out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Let's see. And again, I prepped those cards. Let me show you. Prep those cards. They are wet. I mean, these cards, I don't know if you can tell it, they are soaking wet. But that ink held up because I took a nice eraser and go over the top of them, get some of that sheen off. That way that ink will stick. And who we got here? Oh, this is an old one. Nice, Mr. Eddie Brown. Another University of Tennessee alumnus, Eddie Brown. Very nice. If y'all have never heard of this guy, I know everybody knows the Bengals wide receiver, Eddie Brown. But this guy here was the original Eddie Brown. And he was one of the greatest punt returners in NFL history. Look, he went to Tennessee. He drafted in 74, so he missed out on those years with Steve Keiner and Chip Kell and who's the other Hall of Famer that was on their team? I can't remember. I sent a request out to him, so hopefully we'll get that one back. But Eddie Brown, he was phenomenal punt returner. And on the back of this card, it'll tell you a lot of some of the records that he set. Eddie set an NFL punt return record in 1977. His 57 punt returns for the Redskins was more than anyone else in league history. That's right, folks. He was the first person ever to return 57 punts in NFL history. He had an electrifying touchdown return of 71 yards against the Cardinals in 1976, and that was the longest run back in 1976. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the following year, he broke that record, the punt return record. I mean, he set numerous punt return records in his career in the mid-70s. He wound up playing for the Los Angeles Rams for the 1979 season, I believe. Yeah, 79 season, and played in that Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had some good punt returns in the NFC Championship game against the Buccaneers. A few football historians who know about that game, that was a 9-0 win by the Rams over the Buccaneers. It was a sloppy game. It was kind of a not very exciting, but Eddie had a couple of key punt returns to kind of win the field position game back in control over to the Rams when they were getting kind of backed up. So he got to play in the Super Bowl. So didn't win the big one, but at least he made it, and he got him a NFC Championship ring. Very happy to get this return back from another Tennessee great, Eddie Brown. So there it is, folks. There's our returns, Mr. Steve Keiner, College Football Hall of Famer, and Mr. Eddie Brown, NFL record-setting punt returner. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a go.